Jenna Ellis is special counsel on the case, and she joins us now. Welcome, Jenna.
Thank you so much for having me.
How significant is it that a church like Grace Community and Pastor MacArthur are bringing this suit?
I think it's very significant, and it's finally a bold church leader taking a stand and being on the side of the U.S. Constitution and also the state of California's Constitution, which protect and preserve freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, and free exercise of religion. And so to stand up and say, sorry, California, you don't have the power to infringe upon religious liberty in this manner. You're not only have arbitrary and capricious mandates and regulations, but they're specifically targeting churches that they aren't targeting other groups in the same way. So, for example, the state of California allowed a lot of the riots in the wake of the George Floyd protests, and they didn't do anything to stop or even regulate those protests. And yet, they're going to require a church to close its doors. So, we are asking the state of California and specifically Los Angeles County to have to answer for why they are targeting Grace Community Church.
Why is winning this case so important in the culture wars of today?
It's so important because we live in a society still here in America that our founding fathers recognized that the rights that we have are fundamental, they are God given, and that's unique throughout world history. And our Constitution obligates our government to preserve and protect those rights. And so to stand up for religious liberty and to make sure that the government knows that it is obligated to preserve and protect those rights is extremely critical. And so some people who have criticized Pastor MacArthur and said, why are you drawing the line here? Well, I would give them the analogy of like, a burning building. You don't wait until the entire thing is engulfed in flames. You put out the fires where they begin so that you can make sure to preserve the integrity of the entire structure. That's what we're doing here with preserving the integrity of the structure of our American government.
Jenna, what's next with the case, and what do you see happening moving forward as churches fight for their freedom to worship amid all these regulations?
Well, we are hoping that the judge and the court will side with us and recognize the constitutionally protected rights of churches to enjoy the freedom of worship and the free exercise of religion. But just earlier today, LA County, through their private counsel, sent us a notice that the county is going to try to go to court tomorrow morning to get a temporary restraining order against Pastor MacArthur and the church from opening their service to indoor worship or even outside worship unless they comply with these ridiculous onerous restrictions. So we're going to be fighting that battle as well. And it's my hope that we will prevail and that the judicial branch will recognize the rights that are fundamental to the church.
Okay, Jenna Ellis, special counsel on this case. Thanks for your time, Jenna.
Thanks so much, Mark.